Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Nick again. Got a busy day planned today. We're going to be making some balsam wreaths. I'm going to show you how to do that. So my husband got a call. He does some work for our private, it's like an association. There's a bunch of camps up there and they have a private road that's partially blocked in. A bunch of trees fell down. So he's going to be out there working today. We'll probably go see him. He's going to be pulling some trees, cutting the ones down, pulling them. Should be a good day. It's supposed to get into the 20s today, which is nice. It's been around 10 degrees the past day or two, so it'll be nice. It'll be a nice day to be outside. So the light that we put in the chicken coop seems to be helping. I got 5 eggs today. I was down getting to like 1 egg a day. Some days there was no eggs. So the light definitely seems to be helping. You can see this is a duck egg. It's quite a bit bigger. This is a chicken egg. I got Buff Orpingtons. They lay kind of a smaller egg, but they're just starting to lay too. They definitely take a longer time to start laying. I've always done Rhode Island Reds and they start fairly young. So these guys are just starting to get into their production phase. Starting to pull their weight around here. Pretty excited about that. Ducks don't care if it's 20 degrees out, they're gonna take a bath. Pretty cool. Alright, so this is going to be a balsam. You can tell it's soft to the touch. If you take some of the needles off and smell it, it smells like you think a Christmas tree should smell. It smells really good. Another thing about the balsam is the needles they're really flat. And I don't know if you can tell, you can see on the bark of the tree, it's a little bit different than the spruce. The balsam is smoother. It's different than the spruce. So if you look at them side by side, I'll try to show you a good shot of the spruce. I just use a regular pair of these like garden clippers. They work fine. This is hard work. I don't know about you, but I like being outside on days like this and it's in the 20s. It's kind of invigorating because you wake up and feel alive. Yeah, working when it's cool like this. Not a bad day to be out of the house, and days in the winter up here are kind of limited that you feel like getting out. Usually it's cold and windy. Alright, so there's my skid. I should be able to make a couple wreaths out of that. We'll probably have to come back out and get another dash, but I didn't have a bigger sled, so this is what we got so far. Alright, so now that we're inside, I want to show you the difference between the balsam and the spruce. So the balsam, you can see the needles they're flat, and then if you turn it over on the back, there's like 2 white stripes. I don't know if you can see. The camera will focus. And it smells, you know, like a Christmas tree. This is a red spruce, which I'm going to use just for bulk. And I don't know if you can see the stick or the base of it is looks kind of like hairy. It's rough, where the balsam is smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna it's like a folding table I have set up. Wherever you do this, it's gonna get covered with needles and pitch. So just make sure, like if you have a nice tablecloth on your table, you don't want to do it on there for sure. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut the branches into the small pieces that I'm gonna clump together on the wreath. The way I like to do it is I like to cut it so they're 6 or 7 inches long, and you can go by, so like if you take the branch, you can see how it comes out. Like I will cut it here and then I'll have 2 pieces, and you can lay them on top of each other. So they don't all have to have the nice tip and branches, because you can bury those underneath and you use your good ones on the top. So I'm going to cut these up, like I said, into 6 or 7 inch long pieces. Put in this bucket here. And once you start doing this, you might find that you like to do yours longer or shorter. You'll get a different look, with a different length. So kind of figuring out what you like and going with it. So now it's mid-November and I'm making these. I make a bunch and give them away as gifts. I've sold them before. They last for a long time, especially if they're out, out in the cold, like up here where we are in New Hampshire. They'll last for a couple months. They'll definitely last through Christmas. So you don't have to worry about it being too early to make these. And actually, when I was little, my mom was lucky enough to stay at home with us kids. There was me and I have 3 brothers. And she used to, I can remember her staying up at night making these. She used to make hundreds of these and sell them, and that's how she got her Christmas money for us. I can remember her just setting up one of these tables in the kitchen and staying up night after night making these. And if you find like you have a lot of these pieces that aren't really good to use, you could definitely, just swipe the needles off and dry them, and then they make little sachets. They smell really, really good. And something else you could make as a gift for somebody that really doesn't cost anything. And who doesn't appreciate a handmade gift?
I don't.
You don't?
I love them.
Me too.
I do.
Now for all my rings and my wire, and I've even got decorations from them before, I use Kelco. It's out of Maine. The other thing you can do, I'm sure you can find stuff on Amazon, but from Kelco you can even get the pine cones. I like to decorate mine with red pine cones, or pine cones from red pine. They're the little round ones, which around here we can just go up and pick up. But if you're in an area where maybe you don't have them, or they don't come out every year, it takes a couple of years for them to develop on the tree. So if you're in a year where you can't find any, you can get them from Kelco. I'll post a link in the description. All right, so this is my sister-in-law, Erin. She's here helping me make some wreaths. She used to make these. They used to actually make them at the high school she went to, and they'd sell them for like a fundraiser. So she's got plenty of practice. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is wrap my wire around the ring just to get it tight before I start. I'm going to take these and you just wrap the wire around. You're going to want to pull it really tight because you don't want any of these to get loose, fall apart. And I just wrap it around like 2 or 3 times around each bunch. And I put my spruce in there too, just to kind of fluff it up, and it makes a really nice full wreath. So now to put the next group on, I just go back a couple inches. I like mine really full. You could spread it out further if you wanted to. It's however you like it. This is how I like to do mine. So for the bow, you're going to want to use wire ribbon and pull out enough to leave the tail on one end, and then you wrap it around. You make loops. I like to make like 4 or 5 loops, and then you're going to tie it or just wrap it with some wire around the middle. Make sure you leave another tail, and then cut that off, and then I take the ribbon and fluff it out. That's why I use the wire, because it'll hold its shape. And then use wire to attach it to your wreath. I always try to put mine on the weakest spot on my wreath, which is usually where the beginning and the end come together. It just kind of helps hide that part a little bit. I like to finish mine off with red pine cones. You can either hot glue these on, or you can just wrap some more of the floral wire around the bottom of the pine cone and then wrap it around the ring of the wreath. And then if you want to, you could also attach a piece of ribbon to hang it from, or you can I just hang mine from the ring. I don't usually put anything on top, but that's up to you. It looks good.
My sad ribbon.
I like it.
Not bad for a first timer.
This is not a very safe tree. Well, not a safe tree to be cut at all. At all. Oh man. But I guess. gotta push it over. But nobody's gonna get hurt. Driving by. Good thing. That was not a good tree. Off to the next one, right there. See how that one goes. People think this is easy. It's not. You know what you're doing, you can kill. That top is dead. Another dead one. Not cool. Here I am. Hoping to drop it out that way, stay out of the road. If at all possible. Hope so. We're gonna find out. That's what a boil cut's supposed to look like. That way nobody gets killed.
Oh man, am I glad I wasn't there to watch him do that. My stomach was in knots just editing this video. He's definitely got a lot of experience. He's been doing this for over 20 years and knows how to be safe about it. So thankful for that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you wouldn't mind, take a minute to subscribe to our channel, send us a comment, send me a picture of your wreath. If you decide to make a wreath, I'd like to see how they turn out. See you next time.